Where to buy PSA graded Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Welcome to the Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh channel where we discuss everything collecting and investing in Yu-Gi-Oh. I did my mail day the other day where I showed off some of the PSA cards I had bought. Pretty Yu-Gi-Oh card, authenticated and then graded by PSA, put in a nice slab, part of the collection. And the question just came up, where do you buy these? Where do you find these? And if you just want the simple short answer and click off the video, the answer is eBay and Instagram. However, let's go a bit deeper. So I have a feeling some people really want, give me that fix. Let me know the one place where I can find the cheap, the good ones, the safe ones, the best investments right now. I want them, give them to me, give me the link. Here's the thing. Once again, going back to the magical well. We've discussed it before where there's this magic well and inside it, there are cheap cards that are not graded yet and you buy them for 80% off, grade them yourself and make free money. Again, if such well existed, it would dry up instantly because I would drink all the water. So if such well existed, it would no longer exist. It's the same thing with arbitrage, If opening a box would always be $2,000 profit, everyone would open the boxes until the boxes would become rarer, the cards would become less rare, and the price would fix itself. So if you are looking for inefficiency in a market, like where can I find the good graded cards, the cheap graded cards? Where can I find the good raw cards, the cheap raw cards? If that actually existed, it would stop existing like this. Because there's people like me and people way bigger than me who would instantly go after that. So such market inefficiencies, they exist. But if it was easy, if I could just give you a link and go, here you can buy endless supplies of the best cards, they would be gone and the link would no longer work. So going back to it, the answer is eBay, Instagram. Now there are more, You have Japanese collectors and stores who, for example, use Yahoo auctions in Japan. Pretty much the Japanese equivalent. However, I personally don't use that. But that doesn't mean it's invalid. You can definitely find some really cool collector's cards there, especially like OCG exclusive stuff and promos and prizes and so forth. But it's just not my thing. Now, one place people can also use is Facebook. However, my big issue with Facebook is that all of the good stuff goes down in groups. You're not gonna go to Marketplace and find Blue Eyes PSA 10 first edition SDK blah 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 and so forth. It just doesn't happen. Mostly people list these types of cards in groups that are built for them. Because Facebook Marketplace is 99% normies and idiots. If you post an expensive card in there, you will get just dozens of messages of people going, I could give you $5. Because they have no clue. And they never gave a damn. If they gave a damn, they were already in the groups. So you just circumvent that whole issue by being in the groups. And so because you need to be in the groups, in the Facebook groups, that's just a lot of hassle. You need to join all of them. You need to keep up with all of them. If you don't post or engage a lot of them in a specific group, the group will no longer show up on your newsfeed because Facebook deems, clearly he doesn't care. So because of that, you need to be constantly engaging in groups to constantly see this, or you need to manually go click on them and scroll through them, see if there's any deals. And you can, that work may be worth it, but I don't know, it's just not for me. It's possible also because I use my Facebook mostly for my actual business, and that takes up way more time. But I personally am more of a fan of eBay and Instagram. So for eBay, you really need to learn how the platform works. Everyone can look up Blue Eyes White Dragon, enter. Yeah, but you're gonna get a lot of crap. Everyone can also type Blue Eyes White Dragon, PSA, enter. But again, you're not using the platform to its full potential. There are features in there that will help you be a better buyer and eventually seller. A big one that most people by now know is sold items. You can actually check what cards sold for. Now you can say, I can also go to psacard.com for that. And yes, you should, because that shows you the nice graph. You see the actual growth, but it's not always complete. So you want to use multiple sources, but by using sold items, you already see, what's the actual value? However, that's not all. You also see best offer. Now, if something sold for best offer and it's $6,000 but crossed through, that means it didn't sell for $6,000. So then you need to use another site, slabwatch.com or some other site like it, which will show you what the card actually sold for. Now, once again, this is something that quite a lot of people already know. But if you don't, again, you're not using eBay to its full potential. Now, you can also, in the search field, type things that you don't want showing up in your listings. And so you can type Blue Eyes White Dragon, PSA, minus Asian, because you don't want all the Asian English cards that aren't actually rare. Minus Portuguese, because maybe you want the American English. Minus Spanish. Minus Australian. Minus this, minus that. And that way you can really from getting all of these listings you never cared about, you can compress them down to all the ones you want. You can maybe add first, so you know you're only getting the first editions. Usually, again, people do lie in titles. Once again, that's something you want to make sure you check. Maybe a card is listed as American English, but then the slab you see is Asian English. Or maybe it's an old cert where they didn't show you yet that it's Asian English, and then you have to check the back to make sure that it's not Asian English. You can also set it up so that you get alerts every time things are posted from things you want to search for. And so once again, by using this platform to its maximum potential, you will get way more out of it. And it's not as simple as, here's the site, buy them up, all the cheap best cards right now, guaranteed to go up. Because once again, if it was that easy, the well would dry up instantly. Inefficiencies in the market require time, knowledge, and research to be abused. So that's the eBay side. I love using eBay. But then we move into the more knowledgeable, more specific dark pool side of the equation, and that's Instagram. A lot of the big collectors, sellers, and vendors are on Instagram. If you want to see the cards I have for sale or trade or post, at Solemn YuGiOh, go follow that. Pretty cool account. Also brand new, so I barely have followers, so help me out. But so that community there is very crucial because a lot of people don't want to deal with eBay fees and all of that. However, over on Instagram, you technically don't have buyer protection either. Okay, you can go PayPal, goods and services, sure, but you know, shit can still go wrong. You're less protected as a buyer on Instagram than on eBay. But that also means you might get a better price sometimes. You also can see a seller's inventory more easily because you see, wow, their collection, wow, they have this card, and you can also see, wow, they're followed by 6,000 people, and those 6,000 people aren't talking shit all the time, so clearly they're more trustworthy than, you know, a little feedback sign. It's much harder to build up an Instagram community of people that like you and trust you and buy from you and so forth than having a high little sign on eBay. You know, you can even buy accounts with good feedback for eBay. And so it's very important, I feel, to be part of that whole community right there. And the community is big. There's a lot of sellers and buyers and collectors and so forth, but that is where a lot of the deals take place. This is also, by the way, why sometimes people go, huh, that card isn't worth that much. I didn't see it sell for that. And I'm like, dude, it sold like 5 times over on Instagram, but people don't know. And that is actually a problem, you know. Sometimes to add legitimacy to certain sales, you may want to see some eBay sales. Sometimes it just didn't happen. You also have people getting offers on Instagram. And then, of course, you can know, okay, this card got like 10 offers at this price. That might be the new established, but watch out price. But you wouldn't see that on eBay or any other site that way. So being in tune with all of that can really have value. So eBay and Instagram are my big ones. Once again, go follow me at MaximSolemn and at Solemn YuGiOh. That's my 2 accounts. Hope you found it interesting. Like, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Ciao.